Hey everybody, Coach Richie here with 5 Star Atlantic Baseball. Welcome back. I hope that week of habit shifts has been just an amazing jump start in you getting to where you want to go. This week we're going to go ahead and talk about routines and how consistent preparation is going to result in consistent success. First, Denzel Washington said, without commitment, you never start. That's fantastic. We got that part down. But without consistency, you never finish, right? We're not starting this journey just to go on the journey, right? We love the journey, we love the process, but there is an end game in mind, right? Our goal is to go play in college. Our goal is to go play professionally and maybe earn a paycheck to play baseball. So just because we're on this path right now, that's not enough, right? The commitment to start right now, that's not enough, but we need the consistency so we can actually get there and achieve what we're out to accomplish. So what can we use routines for right now as a student, as a baseball player? What can we use routines for? We can use them for our homework. We can have a daily routine. We come home, we knock out our math homework, we knock out our English homework. We can use routines in that way to help us get on top of our academics. We can use routines in practice. Right? We can have the same stretch out routine, the same catch routine, the same bullpen routine, the same BP routine, whatever it is that helps make us successful at what the skill is we're trying to develop. Let's develop a routine around that to make that something we do every day. It takes less of that initial jump start to get going. It's something that becomes a habit like we talked about last week. That routine is going to keep you going. Whether you're feeling good, bad, and different, that routine is going to be the same day in and day out. So let's form those routines. Right? Have a pregame routine. Have it so that you know when it's game time. For me as a player, I love to put eye black on. That's what differentiated my practices from my games. Is when I looked myself in the mirror, I threw some eye black on, I said, you know what, now it's game time. My practice routines, they got me here, but my game time routines, this is when I'm going to show out. This is my time to shine because my game time routines are on, that eye block's on, I turn into a different person right there. So have something that lets you know, have something that lets your body and your mind know that, hey, this is game time for me. It could be physical, it could be mental, it could be a thought, it could be whatever it is that you need it to be, but have a routine around that. And then in the game, have a routine. Have a pre-pitch routine, have a pre-at-bat routine, something that's always you. I could do it right now. Go up, boom, 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 couple of these, couple of that. Deep breath, and I'm already ready to go, man. Right? This routine has just become ingrained in who I am. A couple years removed from playing, I still got this routine because I did it thousands and thousands and thousands of times. But have that routine as a pitcher. Have that routine as a hitter. Have that routine as a fielder. Something that lets your body know that this is the exact same thing that I do every day, day in and day out. This is routine for me. Right? Have those routines because it takes the thinking out of it, it takes the emotion out of it. Right? MLB guys, they have the same routines every single day. If it's a 7:05 start, a lot of them are getting to the ballpark at 1 o'clock. They know what they need to do. They go see the trainer. They go ahead and do some prehab on their shoulder. They stretch out. They hit the foam roller. Maybe they go take some swings, watch some video on the pitcher they're going to be facing that night. Right? Hit the hot tub. Maybe get a little strength training session in. Go ahead and run around the outfield with their buddies right now. Just loosen up the legs, shag and fly balls, play some catch, stretch out. They all have something they do. They might eat the same sandwich on a day of a start if they're a starting pitcher. They might go ahead and smack a PB&J exactly an hour before game time if that's what they do as a position player. Right? But these routines, this becomes part of what their identity is as a ball player. This is what keeps them grounded. That is why we do this. It keeps them grounded. It grounds you every single day. It doesn't let you get too high, and it doesn't let you get too low. Right? If you're a hitter and you just hit a home run the next at bat, come back to the plate, same routine, right back in the groove. If you're a hitter and you just struck out your last at bat, you get back up to the plate, same routine all over again because this is what's going to keep you consistent. Right? This is going to keep you stable in those environments because everything else around you might be different. It might be a different pitcher in a different game situation in a different stadium, but that routine is the same. And it continues to bring you back and keep you grounded. Whether it's high or low or anywhere in the middle, it doesn't matter because your routine is always there for you. It's something for you to fall back on. It keeps you grounded. Right? It gives you this sense of I've been there before. This practice routine that you have when you're taking BP, take that exact same pre-pitch routine in the game right into practice. Practice that day in and day out. So when you get in a game, it's nothing but the normal routine you go through, whether it's coach throwing BP or it's a live pitcher who's throwing 98 with an 89-mile-an-hour slider. It doesn't make a difference because that routine, once you step in, is the same for you every single time. You think, hey, I've been there before. I know what happens next. I follow my approach, and I am successful because this routine right here will always be there for me. it's going to reduce any extra effort you need, right? There's days that you wake up and you feel like, you know what, I don't feel good. I don't want to do this. I'm spent physically. I'm spent mentally. I'm just exhausted. I'm wiped out. But if you have a routine, you're just going to fall right into it. If your routine is waking up, hitting the gym, taking 50 swings, then whether you feel good, bad, at the beginning of the day, it doesn't matter. Whether you wake up and you had a rough day the day before, you have that routine to go right back to. Right? You're not wondering what's going to happen next. You know what's going to happen next because the same thing happens next all the time. You wake up, you hit the gym, you take your 50 swings, and life is good again. It's got you right back on path that you need to be on. That routine will always be there for you. And that routine is incredibly important. Right? Because this preparation that you're putting in, this is what's going to give you confidence as a baseball player. And we're going to talk a lot more about confidence and where we're going to derive that in future conversations. But right now, just know that that routine is going to be that basis, that foundation for where your confidence is built on, because that routine is never going to leave you. And the best part about this is you control your routine. You get to decide. So here's what we're going to come down to is right now you guys need to know what your routines are. If you're going up to the plate or you're going out on the mound and you're doing something different every single time, if you're going into a test at school and you're doing something different every single time, there's no consistency there. There's nothing to fall back on. There's nothing to ground you, right? So know what your routines are. If you're trying different things all the time, that's not going to work because it's going to make every situation different, and that's not what we want. We want every situation to be the same, right? Consistency is the key in the game of baseball. Consistency is the key in your academics. Consistency is the key in life to be able to put forth that same effort day in and day out. And so know what your routines are. Identify them. Do a self-check. Go find them out. Go find a batter's box and see what your routine is. Go see what it is. Film yourself doing it. Have a video of you doing your routine so you know what you look like. But make sure that you have an idea of what your routine is. Look at your routine. Does it work? Does it do what I need it to do? Does it calm me down? Does it get me centered on what I'm trying to accomplish on this pitch? If it doesn't, it's probably time to reassess it. It's time to adjust it. We want to build a good routine centered around your ability to repeat success every single time that you go up to the plate, every single time that you take them out. Every single time you sit at that desk to take that test, we want a routine that's going to work for you in all of those environments every single time. Not some of the time, not at times I feel good, no, every single time, and that's the importance of having a routine. And make sure you're doing it with intent. Do it with intent. Make sure that it's purposeful, right? My routine is a hitter. I didn't need to go up there and say, hey, touch the outside of the plate to make sure you have plate coverage. Touch the inside of the plate, just a quick exhale. Shake your hands out a little bit, get everything nice and loose. All right, dig in the back foot for dirt, step out, look at the barrel of the bat. Deep breath, right? I didn't need to coach myself through that because it was routine, because it's the same thing I did every single time. Time in and time out, no matter what the setting was, whether it was 10 degrees outside, 100 degrees outside, whether the guy was throwing 100 miles an hour or 60 miles an hour, it didn't matter. Because that routine right there, right, everything I did had a purpose for me. Everything I did helped me relax. It helped me focus on what I was trying to accomplish so I could stay with my approach. Right? So when you do it, tell yourself why you're doing the things you're doing. Okay, why am I taking a deep breath there? Why am I looking at that? Why am I thinking that thought? Right? Those need to be part of your routine. Now, whatever you guys do in this situation, make sure you include your coaches, make sure you include your teammates. Feel free to include me. I want to know about your routines, right? Go ahead and share this with somebody who needs to hear about the importance of routines. Go ahead and send me some feedback on your routine. What works for you? What doesn't work for you? Any questions you might have about how to build the perfect routine for what you're trying to do as a pitcher, as a hitter, or as a student. Anything that you guys need from that standpoint, go ahead, comment below, like this, share this with people who could use this, because we're here to make you guys better ball players. Thank you. We'll see you guys next time.